What's up, everybody? Look, this is weird. Weird lighting. Got some stuff going on my heat. Ooh, put that right there. It's like wearing a hockey helmet. Taking your helmet off and having that. Oh, anyway. Happy Sunday, Funday, everybody. Fun-filled, action-packed day. And I've I came across a couple idiots today. So one, I'm blind. Sorry. One, so I'm driving, and hang on, folks. There we go. That's something in my eye. Other than lights. No, it's still there. Anyway, so I did something I never do today. And I'll tell you the sitchy. So I'm driving down back roads here, and people we're in an 80 zone, and people are doing 75. There's 3 cars in front of me. So I got the dotted line. I'm like, well, no cars are coming. Let's bust a move. Signal. Out I go. Hit the gas. The guy in front of me jerks it in front of me. No signal. And give me one of these out the window. So I just start laughing, going, all right, bud. And he's driving a Dodge Charger, like the 4-door. I think it's a Charger. Is it a Challenger? It's a 2-door. Charger's a 4-door. So fucking buddy, give me the finger, pins it, and boom, gone. And I'm like, hey, job done. Everybody's moving. I'm by the other 2 idiots. Just cruising now. So then, 10 minutes later, buddy's long gone. 10 minutes later, I come up to a light, and lo and behold, buddy in the Charger beside me. Now I got the windows up. I listen to tunes, and I hear yammering. And I look over, and there's this degenerate there screaming, blah, 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 out the window. So I fucking put the window down, and I'm laughing. Like, I'm laughing. And buddy, you fucking idiot, what are you doing passing? And I'm like, now, why? I didn't say this to Buddy, but I'm thinking, why would I be passing? To get out around the slow guys, lock her in at 90, cruise along. That's it. But Buddy's hollering at me. Something about doing a $1.30, and I'm like, first of all, we're doing 75. So Buddy thought he was doing $1.30. I swear to God. So he's yelling at me, and I'm not saying shit to him. I'm just like, all right, bud. And then things, like, amazing. So then Buddy goes, I'm going to kick your 50-year-old ass. And I was stunned. I'm like, how the fuck did you know I was 50? And the fucking next thing I know, fucking Tim Hortons cup comes flying at me. And I'm laughing, like I get tears coming down my eyes. I'm laughing at this fucking guy. And he's so mad, and he's yelling, so he fires a Tim Hortons cup, missed miserably. So then he picks up a ginger ale bottle. Not a 2-liter, but the next, full, thud, off the side of my car. And I'm like, and like it was Buddy fucks off. And so as luck would have it, got his license plate down. And when I stopped, I looked out. Of course, he dented my door. So this is what I never do. I said, well, he dented my door. Guy was an idiot. I'm going to call the police. So I call the police, give them the story, give them the license plate. The police call me back and say, That license plate registered to a white Nissan Rogue, not a gray Dodge Charger. And I'm like, well, and he goes, but are you sure of it? And I said, absolutely, 100% sure. And so he goes, well, what people do sometimes is they copy license plates. And so it happens quite frequently. And so I said to the cop, I said, well, he was a degenerate, so perhaps he's done that. But the guy goes, well, I'm going to, and he pulled into a store, so I let him know where the store was, and when I drove away. And so he goes, well, I'll let the day guys know tomorrow, and we'll go pull a video camera, see if we get a license plate off this clown's car, because he pulled into the gas station. And I'm like, right on. He says, well, what do you want me to do? And I said, hey, I do not want you overworked there, constable. So you can do whatever you want. But I'm of the opinion that if you're an idiot, you dented my car, then something's got to be done. And this is what I said to the cop. And he goes, Cam, I'm right along thinking that. And he goes, I like that. He was an idiot. He dented your car, so we're going to charge him when we find him. And I said, beautiful. He says, I'll keep you posted. And I said, constable, don't worry about me. You do what you got to do. I don't want you overworked, dealing with all these other idiots. So don't worry about me. Whatever happens, happens. I'm good. So we had a nice laugh. We had a nice chat. He was a good man, like most of the cops are, 99.9% of them. So, buddy, number one, you shouldn't be throwing shit at people's car when you got an illegal license plate. You don't draw attention to yourself. So for that, Mr. Degen in the Dodge Charger, you, my friend, are the idiot of the day. But, closely, number two, I pulled into the store, was grabbing something at the store, and this car, and I'm sorry, but carload of girls comes in hot, boom, hits the curb in front. Oh, and so she backs her up, and they're all giggling, and they're hacking darts. So one of them gets out. She's about 3'9", tall, about 3'5" wide. So she goes in, they're getting pizza. So while they're in there, I just happen to look over, and I could tell she was in reverse. So she goes to hit the gas, because when she had backed off the curb, she had backed out into the way of the cars. So she stops, and then when the car went by, she hits the gas. Oh, I'm in reverse. Slams on the brakes, throws her into drive, and fucking whiskey throttles it. I have never seen anything like this before. So her and her little white Toyota Camry, the carload of fillies, she pins it for some reason. Boom! Over the curb, over the sidewalk, over the curb onto the road, narrowly missing a truck. Pickup truck. And then, as I see quite often, traffic stopped, Sally Ann's in the middle of the road, deer in the headlights. She doesn't know what to do now. People start honking, and then old Betty comes out of the pizza place with about 5 pizzas, and she's looking around. And so she comes walking up where the car was, a couple spots over from me, and I go, hey, Betty, there's your friends right there in the middle of the road. And she goes, okay. So, fucking did not break stride, walks out there with her 5 pizzas and 2-liter bottles of whatever. 3-4 cars on either side. This girl hasn't moved. Betty just walks out there like they're in the fucking parking lot. Opens the passenger side door, hands the pizza to the girl in the front seat, People start honking. She's giving people the finger. Walks around to the driver's side, back door, hops in the car. Oh, you know, thank God for women. There's so much entertainment. You know, like, hey, don't get me wrong. I love women. In my personal belief, the world's fucked. Men have been running it. So maybe it's time for the women to run it. But Sally Ann in the Toyota Camry, nah, she's not going to cut it. So anyway, those are my 2 idiots of the day. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Wear masks. This COVID stuff, I'm starting to think us Canadians are Americans. People are getting a little stupid. So let's be smart people. Let's bring common sense back to the world. And guess what? You know it. Do not be an idiot. Have a great week, people.